Yo, what's up, peoples? Moon616, and back with another entry in my personal top 25 hip-hop groups of all time. And I'm in the top 10, this is number 9. I'm wearing the shirt. Probably gave it away if you've already watched the other video right now. But this was kind of a screwy number for me, because I kind of did both together. Number 9 being Souls of Mischief, right? But I am gonna talk about Hyro because they are half of Hieroglyphics, you know. There is 8 of them, and Souls of Mischief is 4. I couldn't, when I was doing the list, I just felt it was you know, just kind of work to put them together. It makes for a lot of records, well, kind of, I guess, but yeah. So anyways, we'll get into it. I'll start off with Souls of Mischief first. I don't have Hieroglyphics playing in the background right now. Anyways, the classic 1993 Till Infinity record. I mean, what can I say about this record? It's just beyond flawless in my opinion. This is one of the best albums from the Bay, in my opinion, out of any type of genre of hip-hop. It's just such a fantastic debut by a group that was so young at the time. You know, you got Festo and 8 and OPO and Tajay, and they were super young when they did this record, which is just phenomenal to me. Everything about this record is awesome. The sound, you know, and it's funny too because this album was released on Jive Records, and Jive always seemed to sign really dope groups back in the day. You know, they eventually had to break free from Jive, I think, after they got dropped after No Man's Land, because you know how Jive is back in the day. They would sign groups and, you know, try to turn them into pop artists, which Souls of Mischief obviously was not going pop. I mean, 93 Till Infinity, one of my favorite songs of all time. You know, if I were to make a top song list, which would, I don't even know how I could ever do that. There's just so many songs that I love for different reasons. I think no matter how I made the list, it would always be in the top 10 though. It's a song that the flows, the beat, obviously, it's just so sick, man. This whole record, man, Now That's When You Lost, absolutely love that track. Batty Practice, I love Limitations, Anything Can Happen. Live and Let Die, Let 'Em Know, the first track, man. This album is just so fucking classic, man. It's impressive that this is still the original case and I haven't even broke it, because I got a crack in the back though. You've got the old parental advisor sticker. A lot of these older records never came with them, and I was like obsessed with parental advisor stickers when I was a kid. Yeah, classic album. Everybody needs to own this. If you're a hip hop fan, this is a must for your collection. There's just absolutely no reason, no excuse why you should never have this record. Classic. On to the sophomore Souls of Mischief record, No Man's Land. Now this album totally had a different feel to it. It seemed a little more grown up. I think that's what threw off a lot of people too. It still had that really, I mean, when this record first came out, I wasn't overly the hugest fan, obviously, because trying to top 93 Till Infinity is just something that you can't do. No Man's Land, for me, felt like an elevated kind of, you know, a little more mature record. The themes were a little more mature and stuff. I actually really like this album though. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's super underrated. I think nobody ever talks about this album. I mean, when you talk about Souls of Mischief, it's really 93 Till Infinity, and maybe Montezuma's Revenge, their new record, seems to get a lot of love, but this album, super underrated. I always thought it was really good. Rock It Like That, I always thought it was a good track, man. Like, a lot of people, like, hated on it, but You Don't Stop is cool. Where the Fuck You At? I don't know, there's a lot of dope tracks on here, man. I just think it's just got a little more kind of grown-up sound. You know, it was, I believe, 2 years later? Yeah, 2 years later, so. Yeah, I mean, I recommend this album, man. If you like Souls of Mischief, it's definitely worth checking out. Next up to I think this is in 2000. Yeah, 2000. This is Conflict, Climax, and Resolution, the trilogy record. Completely different sound than No Man's Land. This album's, you know, obviously 5 years later. It's into that new sound of hip hop. I really like it though, man. I think there's some dope songs in here, man. Acupuncture's fucking dope, man. I think it's Interrogation, Bad Business, Fourth Floor, Sound Science is fucking dope. I think it's underrated again, man. You know, I never liked the fucking album cover on this album. It looks like a soundtrack to a movie that never happens, which does happen, you know, but I think it's good, man. Another record I would highly recommend. It just needs to be, you just got to look past, you know, the older sounds, and yeah, it's good. Next up for Souls of Mischief was the 2009 Montezuma's Revenge, produced, I would say about half the record was produced by Prince Paul. Prince Paul even managed to make the album cover. I remember when I first heard about this record, it said it was going to be entirely produced by Prince Paul. And not even shortly after, I think Prince Paul did, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 songs. So he did 12 tracks in here out of 18. So he did 2/3 of the record. I think this album is fucking awesome, man. It's so funny. Mr. Freeman's skit is hilarious. Tour Story is one of my favorite songs. You know, I mean, 2009, I played the shit out of that track, man. I couldn't stop playing it, man. Dead Man Walking. Like, this whole album is fucking dope, man. Souls of Mischief has just never lost it, in my opinion, man. They put out nothing but solid records. They only have 4. You know what? I'm totally fucking Montezuma Restraint. I completely forgot about this. I forgot about the Focus LP. Anyways, this is the last one. Montezuma's Revenge. The Focus LP came out in, oh shit, man, I think it was just after. I can't even fucking remember when it came out, man. But they only released this album on vinyl, and I believe they pressed it up on tape at first. It's never been pressed up on CD, which is why I own the vinyl of it. This is fucking awesome. It's more of just kind of a compilation, actually. There's a lot of soul songs on here. I mean, you got A to P by A+, you got Opio Festo, you know, Tagier. It's basically just kind of it's kind of like one of their high-roll compilation records. It says it's an LP, but, you know, I guess there is 12 songs on here, but this is, I would highly recommend this. I think you might still be able to find this. I actually found this a few years back relatively cheap. Yeah. I was trying to remember. But yeah, anyways, I can't remember when it came out. Fuck, it's so weird. It's either right before this or right after this record. I want to say that the Focus LP came out, I think it came out in 98. Somebody that's watching this, let me know, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. No, I believe it's 98, man. Or it's either, I don't know, it's around, just before that or just after, I don't know. Get back to Montezuma's Revenge. What can I say about this record? It's fucking easily one of the best albums of 2009. It's one of my favorite records, you know, years past. I just highly, highly recommend this record. Fucking love the production, man. Like Domino's production. Actually, the lead single is done by Domino, Tour Stories. So I always thought that was interesting that Prince Paul's didn't have a, you know, lead single off this record, but it's fucking awesome, man. So that's the Souls of Mischief records. We'll get into the Hyro records. Here's Third Eye Vision. I have mine in a cool purple case because I'm just fucking cool like that. No, I actually don't even remember why I have this one. I think I had a purple case. I thought it just looked cool on this record. This album came out in 1998. It's beyond classic, man. One of the coolest things I like about this record is that everybody has like a solo song on here. Got little short inserts like by A+ and Opio and Festo and, you know, Casual and Dell, Pap Love, and it works so well, man. You know, they do songs you never knew is like one of the most classic Hyro songs. But the way this album flows, man, it's so sick, man. Oakland Blackouts is just ridiculous. Mike's The Round Table is amazing. You know, After Dark, Off the Record, fucking, even like Dell's solo track I love that. I can't think of another album where everybody had like a quick little like kind of like interlude track, but ripped it, man, ripped it. I love Casuals, it's fucking dope. At the Helm is sick, man, sick track. This album has one of the best formats for a group album ever. I love it. I knew that they weren't going to do this. This case is really busted up. For Full Circle, I knew they weren't going to do this. This came out about 5 years later. I knew they weren't going to do that format again, you know, with all the solo tracks by, you know, everybody. I find this album super underrated, man. People don't really talk about this album. You know, some people do give it props, but it doesn't. It gets overlooked, man, a lot. I think it's also from the time it came out. You hear me talk about a lot about 2002 to 2004. 2000, like there was a lot of bad records in those years, man. Those were really slow, shitty years. It's that transitional period that really sucked. But you got the odd good record that came out, man. I thought Hyro was still holding it down, man. Love this record, man. Fantasy Island, Powers That Be are just fucking amazing tracks, man. Chicago's really dope, man. Halo, Love Flowin', Maggie May, Rest in Peace Bass Track, Jingle J. I pretty much everything off this record, man. It's got a different feel. You know, it's shorter. It's very song orientated. That one they seem like they're having a lot more fun. Felt like a total. I mean, it's not like it doesn't feel like a group effort. That does too, or this album does too. But that I just love the format of that. Yeah, I love this record, man. It's dope. I'll just show some of the the Hyro compilations and stuff. Here's Hyro Oldies Volume 1. These were like basement tapes and shit like that. Like this one right here's even got fucking Extra Prolific on it, which is dope, man. So fucking dope, man. Maybe I'll talk about that Extra Prolific album one day. It's just so awesome. It's too bad that they never continued to do the group records or the Extra Prolific albums because there was some internal problems with Casual's sister, I believe, or something, as the rumor goes. Who knows? But yeah, this is just basically compilations of songs. Like there's a Souls of Mischief song called Souls of Mischief on here. You got Casual and Pep Love, Dell, Casual. Like it's everybody. J-Biz is on here with Pep Love. Yeah, Tajay and Extra Prolific. Souls of Mischief, Casual, Dell. Just shit like that, right? Yeah, so it's fucking dope, man. I absolutely love the covers in these. Love the Chucks. Awesome shit. Volume 1. Here's Volume 2. Basically the same kind of format. Actually, this one's cool, man. It's got the original Batting Practice song. Apparently the version that's on 93 to Infinity is the remix. It doesn't tell you that, but the Mio Mayo song, the Domino remix of the first Casual record, it's fucking dope, man. It's dope. And these are really, some of these sound really shitty, but that's just really adds to it, man. It's just hip hop, man. It's grimy and fucking gross sounding, and just absolutely love it. Another great album cover, or compilation cover. I believe that Hyro only has 3 of these out, but they started putting out like these kind of, Hyro Imperium kind of compilations, and they really were like $7. They had these, I think I paid $7 for this. It's so fucked. More of the new stuff. They got some other like newer groups on here and shit like that. Like Encore was on here, which I thought was super cool that Encore was on here. So this came out in 2004. Like Z-Man's on here, but it's predominantly One Block Radius. This is predominantly all hieroglyphic stuff. Make Your Move, the Ninth Wonder remix, which is really cool. Yeah, it's just more Tajay and Casual, stuff like that. The Corner, same lines. I think this one isn't bad. It's not really my favorite one. I think maybe One Time is. Yeah, this is The Corner. This was released in 2005, the next year. More of the same stuff, just like remix. There's a couple remixes, a bunch of new stuff though. Like when OC was actually signed to Hyro, they put the Phenomena song on here, which I thought was interesting. It's got to be the worst OC album ever. It doesn't sound anything like a Hyro record. Smoke and Mirrors. If anyone's heard that record, you know what I'm talking about. It's so unbalanced and fucking bizarre to me. I don't know what's going on with that record. Yeah, so there's a couple remixes on here by Tajay and stuff. Fucking, it's pretty cool, man. There's a bunch of videos on here too. And One Time, Overtime, I actually really like this. I think there's some dope remixes on here and shit. If You Must, the Automator remix is on here. Yeah, it's a big Hyro thing, or the big Hyro symbol there. Yeah, so it's got the Phony Franchise Domino remix on here. You Never Knew, the Domino remix, which I actually really do like. Sound Science remix, I love that remix, man. Fight Club remix, which is a Pep Love solo song. It's fucking dope. Which is off Ascension, and Ascension is an essential Hyro solo group album. Now I couldn't even imagine to get into solo records because I have everything. I mean, especially this year alone. Fuck, they've released like 7 records already this year. But yeah, so that's Souls of Mischief and Hieroglyphics, running at number 9. 616, signing off. leave your comments down there. I'd like to talk to you guys. Yeah, so thanks for subscribing. Peace.